We're finally here to talk a little bit about the Arcane League of Legends show that came out on Netflix about a week ago, about last weekend. But me and my fiance went ahead and watched it after a little bit of hesitation because we were thinking that maybe we needed to know a little bit about League of Legends lore in order to actually get into it. But we discovered nay. And that's what I'm telling you guys. If you don't know anything about League of Legends, but you want to watch something that happens to have League of Legends characters that happens to be a pretty damn fun to watch show, I kind of recommend this big time. But anyways, let's take a look and a little bit of a talk about good old Arcane. So, go ahead and get yourself strapped in, a little locked in, set that beautiful like button ablaze for me, and subscribe and join the Zebra gang, because we definitely are going to be going over the next setup of episodes. As of right now, there's only 3 episodes. Once we get through all 3 on this channel, there is going to be a full-on wrap-up of the 3 episodes over on the TheFlamingZebra 2 channel. Make sure that you're over there as well. Now, let's take a look. We start off the fucking episode with some massive business happening because good old Vander, good old Vi, and good old, as of right now, Powder are all here. And basically, you're immediately shown that war is happening, bad things are happening, and it's not looking good, and we immediately find out that Vi's parents, Powder's parents, were murdered, dead in the street. Seems like the underground were going up against Piltover, which we'll talk about in a bit. We can talk about it now. Piltover is basically, like, from what I have gathered, is basically the upper ground, the like rich land, whereas the underground is obviously the poor, scraps, bandits, and all that type of stuff land, where they basically are considered scum and everything. Or dirty trenchers, as a lot of the people from up top call them. Oh my Lanta, just call them the N-word next time. But we immediately glance over into a little bit more, I guess, present time. We see Vi and Powder, nice and little grown up a bit. This being Powder before she becomes Jinx, which is pretty cool. We find out that they have brothers named Milo and Clagger. As of right now, they're going on a little mission, trying to get some trinkets so that they can sell. They're basically robbing Piltover. They're going to a rich family and are attempting to rob them. Things go pretty well, to be honest, all the way until little old Powder finds what I believe are just like basically magic balls. These little magic balls, and she grabs all of them, but then drops one, and it causes a massive explosion when it hits the wall, and it basically gives up their entire location. It gives away them being hidden, because they literally, like I said, were doing very well. They got away with everything. If it wasn't for this explosion, they would have gotten away. But yeah, they end up panicking because somebody ends up coming, like the person that they were robbing, they ended up coming back home far earlier than I guess they expected. And that's how the crystals fell out of Powder's hand and everything. Then it's a big runaway scene. It shows so much character when they're running away because each one does their different run. Ever so slightly different, and it's so cute. This is very nicely animated. I very much enjoy it. But that's all just the beginning sequence. That's all just the beginning. But they run into some baddies. They're trying to rob them, basically. These niggas. Deckard and his gang. and it's not a good time for Powder. Powder's very obviously, very clearly the younger sister of the group. Vi is very obviously the older, I'm going to beat the shit out of you character, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. They end up getting into a fight. They end up winning, of course. But Powder ends up running away because she's scared with the bag of stuff that they had stolen. But one of the guys in the gang chases her down, and she throws it into the river so that she can make up a diversion, so that she can get away. So Milo is not exactly happy about that. He is very angry about it because he was like, well, we got our asses whooped and we don't have anything to show for it. Vi is trying to, make him calm the fuck down because that Powder's her little sister, But they end up going back down to the underground. Of course, a lot of people in the underground end up knowing about the whole situation. Vander, who is basically their adopted dad, is a little pissed, a little angry, a little upset, but happy that Vi beat the shit out of the dudes. Powder ends up overhearing Milo talking shit about her and everything, and gets a little upset that Vi somewhat agrees in a way, which causes a big kastundra later on. Vander ends up finding out that they got the whole idea from Little Man, who is from Benzo's shop, who, of course, Benzo is a friend of Vander. So they go over, Vander goes over to the shop. We see Echo, who I was not expecting to see. I was not expecting to see Echo in this. For whatever reason, I was just thinking that it was just going to be specifically focused on Vi and Jinx. I didn't really expect there to be other lead characters being shown. But, yeah. Of course, Upper, Piltover, what are they called? Enforcers. They end up coming down. But it turns out one of them is friends with Vander. Turns out Vander has a deal with the Upper side to keep everything peaceful. But because Vi and them got into trouble up there, she's telling him that she has to arrest somebody in order to make this go away, make this whole business done. So bad news. Somebody needs to get arrested. Then we have a little bit of a cutesy moment with the sisters of our story, Vi and Powder. Vi takes Powder up to a high area and is showing that, yes, it's possible for anyone to make mistakes. She points out different places that her, Milo, and Clagger all made mistakes and messed up a mission. And it's cute and tells her, oh, bro, calm down, boo-boo, calm down. You are strong in other ways. You'll figure out some way to be powerful, which we know happens because she turns into Jinx, and Jinx is a badass. But then the episode ends off with us finally seeing what is going to be our main villain. And if I'm remembering correctly, his name is Silco, and he basically is the one who put Deckard and the group of boys up to the mission of following Vi and them. And shit is about to go down. Shit is about to go down. But anyways, that's pretty much everything that was nice and dandy for the good old first episode. Besides, I mean, we hear and see and find out that Vander used to be he used to be a rugged ass fighter and very aggressive and full-on ruler of the underground. I think he was called the Hound of the Underground or something. It's pretty badass. But he's no longer that, unfortunately, right? We're never gonna see. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Again, I've already seen all 3 episodes. I'm just going through them episode by episode so that we don't have a full-on 30-minute video, because as you can see, we are already at 10 minutes. So, be back for episode 2 very, very soon. Go ahead and, don't forget to set that like button ablaze for me. Check out thezebracorner.com. Check out the Zebra Corner channel. Links are in the description. Check out the Flaming Zebra 2 down below as well. And yeah, let me know if you're enjoying or watching or plan on watching Arcane, the League of Legends story, I believe is what it's called. But that's all that I got for you. Daddy Zebra the best on YouTube. Signing the fuck off. Have yourselves a nice rest of your day and a nice juicy chickadee goddamn. Ciao, my friends. Don't forget zebracorner.com.